You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Hello, and welcome again to the Monster Sci-Fi Show. I am your host, The Monster, back to give you a podcast with Mr. Gene and myself. We kind of did an impromptu podcast while I was waiting for my second COVID shot to be administered. Just to give you perspective, this was a drive-through scenario in which I had to go to the Dolphin Stadium, which is Hard Rock Stadium, in which I was in line for that. So, since I had time, I might as well record us kind of talking about the road trip that we did earlier this month and kind of get caught up before eventually in the next coming weeks, if not months, we'll be getting back into our old swing of things with the podcast. So, take a listen.
What are we talking about today, Mr. Monster?
Well, I'm in line in the car with you, in the car with me, to get my second shot of COVID. No, COVID vaccine.
COVID. Right.
The COVID vaccine. Not getting second shot of COVID. I'm really tired. But since we're kind of at a standstill, I thought it'd be a perfect time because we have not done a podcast together in a very long time to talk about what we've been doing since our last podcast. I think October.
I don't know.
Something.
It's been a while.
It's been a very long while. A lot of things have happened. Yeah. We also got to do a road trip, which the timing was great. The experience that I had was not great because my body was just crapping out on itself.
And you checked your emails from work.
Yeah, which is a big no-no. So, not that we didn't have a good experience, which we'll talk about when we get down that road, but yeah, so here we are. Today is Friday, the 22nd, 3rd.
Mortal Kombat dropped today.
Mortal Kombat dropped today.
On HBO Max.
As well as the final episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Invincible as well as the new episode. Or it may be done, I'm not sure. But we're not going to be talking about any of that yet. Again, I'm still in line in the car near the Hard Rock Stadium waiting to get my vaccine, my second shot. So I figured let's just record what we just did, especially on the trip. So we decided to get out of town and go to a couple of places. We didn't really have a destination, but we ended up going to Arcadia as our first stop.
I have a friend in Arcadia, which is why we were there. He used to come down to help me with it. My mom had passed away, unfortunately, which was expected, so it was all right. So I had all this free time.
Yeah.
With him. So if we were going to Tampa, which we made the reservation for, may as well stop by Arcadia.
Yeah, so we did we kind of planned this a while ago that, let's go out of town, but we didn't have, first thing we've got to do.
No.
We got to hit Arcadia.
It was just on the way, en route kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, you couldn't, get into Arcadia, by accident. You purposely have to.
You have to aim for it.
And,
small town vibes were everywhere.
Yeah, like the minute you close your eyes, you're already out of the town. It's that small.
It's a mile. It's a mile long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was interesting, having Robert drive us around the town.
Robert, he was trying to be entertaining, but he was in Arcadia.
Yeah.
Not much you can do.
So here's a grave site.
With rednecks and a historical grave site. You want to stop here? No, I'm good.
Yeah. You want to take some pictures? No. No.
He was trying.
I know. But the cool thing was Forgot the guy's name, but the guy who had the model train.
Oh, I forget too. We have a card. Yeah, the card.
I'll put it in the show notes, but he was really fantastic and showed us, his layout of his model train sets.
Which with a whole barn.
Yeah, literally.
And Robert remarked, can you believe he tore this down twice and rebuilt it?
And that was remarkable. And then he told, I think Robert told us, like, if you like my stuff, go to the library,
the college library,
and look at my artwork, which is even more impressive because he did it out of
spoons,
hostile items.
Yeah,
I thought that was really incredible to see that happen. And then after that, before that we had breakfast at I forgot the name of the place, but
right. Oh God, what do they call it? Mezzanite,
which I'm like, they're like Dutch country when I go to Pennsylvania.
They don't believe in masks, apparently there.
Yeah.
But it was Trump country.
Yeah. But there was stuff there that I'm like
Scrapple.
Scrapple. Like, yeah. People were just talking like, yeah, you should have that. And I'm like, hey.
It's an experience.
It's always
a good experience or a bad experience? It's an experience. Right, yeah.
It's Scrapple.
It's Scrappled apple.
It's what's left over. But there was also flavored cheese curds, which I thought that would be fucking great if we ever start dabbling into poutine.
You can get those at Target.
I know. Well, now you do.
Yeah.
The flavored cheese curds.
Yeah, Target. Garlic.
Well, then I don't have to fucking go to Arcadia then.
No, you wanted the muffins, though.
No, I know. They also had other things, too. But yeah, I always thought this little place, I would have never known this existed if Robert didn't take us to this place. And that's I think, the beauty about these small towns, that if you don't know that they exist in the first place.
Right. We looked at the best grade A government housing I've ever seen before in my life.
Yeah, so it's something to be said about, if you want to do something different, I would say try to visit a small town that's nearby you and that you never would have thought, and just kind of see what's out there. Just because it blew my mind that we had all these things. Not that it's close by, but it's enough that it's within our area.
But we needed a guide. Without the guide, we would not. It
Right.
was the most boring thing we've done.
Yeah, you need to have a Sherpa, so to speak.
Yes.
So, but that was kind of cool that we had that experience, but we did have to move on.
So we spent half a day with Robert.
Yeah.
Ish. And then we drove.
We headed over to Tampa.
Drove past the St. Pete River, the St. Petersburg Bridge, the Skyway.
The Skyway, yeah, which is always, to me, even though it's kind of like out of the way going towards Tampa, because you have to go then to St. Petersburg and then to Tampa, but it's such a worth it experience to go on that Skyway Bridge. It's truly breathtaking because it's like, you could easily feel like there could be an accident here any second.
Godzilla, there could be an earthquake.
You're going to careen right off that
Cobra
bridge.
could attack. Magneto could lift it up. What could happen?
Cobra Kai could be attacking, or the Eagle Fangs group. I don't know. Just throwing it all out.
Again, like on the trip,
yeah.
trying too hard.
But one of the things that we stopped once we crossed over.
Oh, why were we in Tampa? Why did we pick this location?
Well, first off, we just stopped at the Wawa because Gene wanted to get cigarettes. So, just out of pure luck, because I've been wanting to get this one fucking upside down pineapple cake thing that I saw by us here in Miami that I've never seen again. This cake was there. And it was like the last one. So I'm like, this is a godsend. So it made the trip for me. Hell, this is fucking fantastic. This is my golden grail. Not golden grail. I was going to say golden grams, but I'm looking like golden grail. My holy grail. My quest to find this fucking thing that I haven't won. Oh no, I didn't have it once.
You just looked at it.
I just looked at it. I was like, oh, that's fucking interesting, and never had it again until our trip. Yeah.
And how was that?
It was good. It was fine. So if I ever need a quick fix, like a junkie, that will do it. But that wasn't why we were in Tampa, because we went there for you, Gene. And what was there?
I wanted to go to a Jollibee's. A Jollibee there will be one in Pembroke Pines hopefully soon. Monty says in May. I don't believe him, but we'll see what happens.
And what's a Jollibee?
A Jollibee, the Filipino fried chicken place, basically, with some dishes that are just kind of endemic to that. There was spaghetti that I bought as well. There was a weird kind of a sweet potato pie that was weird, like a blue sweet potato pie. I had that. Yeah. And a really weird rice dish. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Shrimp and like boiled eggs in it.
Yeah.
I'm Asian, so I had no problem. Oh, I'm going to try that. That's how this is going to be.
The spaghetti was a bit sweet, but it felt like, if you had SpaghettiOs or Chef Boyardee.
Right. Throw a little pineapple in there for just no reason.
Okay. Are they coming to me?
Yeah.
Not yet. So right now, I'm in line. I'm putting on a mask, so it sounds a little muffled. Sorry, but we're trying to be cautious here.
Always be cautious. Always be safe.
Always be conscious.
Oh.
All right, so if you had Chef Boyardee, you kind of know what that feeling would be like with the almost the same kind of
That's
texture.
not why we were there.
Right.
The important thing was the chicken. The chicken was why we were there.
In the first place, yeah.
And we were allowed to go inside. That was a rare thing for them. And they didn't have the spicy chicken, but we explained that we were from Miami, and they were like, okay, let's take it from fresh. And it was
fresh.
It was good. I really did. They have a weird thing. They serve with gravy, which is unusual.
All right, hold on. Nope.
Hi.
It's me.
I'll make my way over there.
Okay.
Okay, let me see your barcode.
Oh.
Do you have the new barcode?
Yeah.
On your phone? Perfect. Okay, we're gonna move down a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, can I see your driver's license?
Yep.
Thank you. And you just park on Pfizer, right?
Yep.
Any allergies?
No.
Have you had COVID in the last 10 days?
No.
Were you timing?
We're on time.
Were you timing the line?
No.
Because I was curious how long you've been waiting.
No, we were doing a little podcast.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Okay.
So put away your ID in that paper. We're not going to need it anymore.
Okay.
To change your system.
Right.
It's all paperless now.
Okay.
So you're going to put that on your shoulder, right? Like this.
Got it. Okay.
On this side?
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
No, it's fine.
all right, we're still doing it.
Still doing it. We're good.
We're doing it. Yeah. Right? Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing. We wanted to record while I was getting my shot because there was going to be a wait. So, but in any case,
chicken was piping hot.
My God,
Reggie was piping hot.
Fucking hot.
You let me bite into it. You let me have my first piece, and you watched me like, oh my God, Mud, you've got to have it.
Right. It was just not even dipping into the gravy. It was piping. I saw like, oh my God. And then you dipped it. And yeah, the gravy and that hotness of the chicken
all came together beautifully.
What a fucking great.
Like, now I've got 33 birds in mine now.
Yeah.
Mr. G, thank you for that.
Yeah, so we're eating outside by my car, hot chicken, like,
And I think it was worth it. I enjoyed it tremendously.
It was definitely a great experience just to try something different. Is it going to be the kind of chicken that can rival like the shit that we eat down here? I think it's going to be different and perhaps even better than.
But you had it once. We got to have it.
Well, you had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you had it.
I had it a few weeks later.
Yeah.
A week later, I'm like,
I'm
in the area.
Might as well. And then we went to the hotel, and I think we kind of turned in for the night. We didn't do too much.
No, I just ate leftovers from Jollibee's. That was fun.
Yeah. So we're good. Yeah. Yeah, we have to go. Then the next time is going to be the actual shot. Like scan, stab, scan, stab with the shot.
Great. And then we get the park for 15 minutes.
And then park for 15 minutes, yeah. So that night, we pulled in.
I drank.
I
smoked my cigarette.
I worked out in the gym downstairs for a little bit.
You had a cat that was sick that you were concerned with.
So it was like I could not get mentally away from home because I was worried about my cat. I also had checked my fucking email, which you're not supposed to do, which got me even more upset. So it was just like lately my body felt like it was shutting down. And I'm not sure if it's from the first reaction of my shot, but it just felt like my body would just kind of like get foggy in my head, and then I just could not function much after that. So I figured, let me just try walking or exercising, and for the most part, it felt okay. And then the next day, we did a couple of things around Tampa.
Right. Went to a few comic book stores. That was all right.
Yeah. There's literally one just comics. You guys sell anything else? No, we just sell comics.
It was nice. There was a fat cat there.
Yeah. And I love that cat, too. It's a really cool cat.
It was cute. Oh, you want?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so.
You go over there?
Yep.
Okay.
Say, look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now.
All right, there's a whole team here for you.
All righty. Pull up.
Okay.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning.
First or second show?
Second.
Any reaction to the first show?
No.
16. Any public symptoms at this time?
No.
I have Montgomery.
Correct.
And here we go. You want to look at me?
No.
Deep brain.
No. Thank you.
All right. How is it? Think it's fun.
Over and done.
Did it time it now? How does this work?
So, yeah, you can just pull up. Wait. Where? So here we wait. So it's 12:28. So about 12:45-ish, we can head out. Or if I pass out, whatever comes first. So that's it. I got my second shot.
Hooray.
Huzzah. Now I can, not have a mask on in the car again.
All right, so we had Culver's that day for lunch.
Yeah, we
Which
did.
was nice in typical way.
Yeah. But then my daughter recommended this place that she saw on TikTok. It's called Tasty Buns.
Ah, yes.
Near USF, so University of South Florida, which that's the school that I went to for my master's for my library. I never knew it was that close, so it was nice seeing this place and how inexpensive a lot of the items were, and I'm just super happy by the quality of the food too. I wanted to buy more, but there were so many damn pastries, this would never survive the trip, so we just got bagged items.
Right, the idea of the trip was, we don't know where we're going, take as long as you need, or, just enjoy, relax, keep driving, make the reservations as soon as you can and when you know.
Right, and then figure out what you want to see after that. So, we kept it loose. Orlando, because after that we didn't do anything else. Oh, except for Ollie's that day, yeah. And then we had to...
Several Ollie's.
Yeah, several Ollie's, and after a while it was we're done with Ollie's.
Yeah, we've had our fix. We didn't find anything really great.
Yeah. I mean, we got the Cloak and Dagger, the dagger part. No, Cloak part. Jesus, I'm rubbing off on you now. That's not how it sounds. Let's just move along. God damn it! All right.
So we sweet buns, nice, good prices. Everything was $175. You got your little bag of things and treats for your daughter.
Yeah.
And then we went to that lovely little used bookstore for a little bit, and then
Mojo Records, which is a bookstore.
And then on to Orlando.
Yeah. So we got there. Of course, we were dealing with rush hour at that time because it was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So we finally checked in. again, we didn't do much after the hotel, other than, they got a fucking pool. And I wanted to go do the pool. But by that time, I felt my body, again, was, like, shutting down to the point that I'm like, I'm really getting kind of punchy. And, it's not that it's a bad thing, but, we just kind of hung out at the hotel, and it was fine. You hooked up your PS3?
Yeah, we tried that.
For a little bit. We were watching YouTube videos. We had.
You made me watch Waterworld.
No, that was in Tampa.
Sorry,
because we were making some kind of reference with Robert.
Robert shows the postman.
Yeah.
The videotape, and that got you in the so instead of Dirt World, you made us watch Waterworld,
but it wasn't available, so it's the next best thing, I guess. That's not really saying much. But in any case, so yeah, we got Italian dinner from Maggiani.
Walked to that. That was all right.
Yeah, which is
not great. It was all right.
I didn't like it enough at all because it was super greasy. I was like, yeah,
it's your choice.
No, I know, but normally that place would have been perfect. But this was quite a disappointment. Then the next morning we had
Disney Springs,
which we waited online first thing for
Gideon's,
which
it's a bakery. It's just a freaking bakery.
That's all it is. And I'm
like, a themed bakery.
Yeah.
Themed with an old library. They have an old imagined history, kind of Addams Family-ish.
Yeah. So the wait time when we got there was like just like an opening for the whole place, not just that Gideon's, but the whole place. It was 45 minutes. So I had to
stay there in the sun
while Gene had to go smoke someplace far away. On the other side.
You smoke by the buses. Really by the bus? Okay, went there. We're out of the park. Left the whole area. Watching tourist bus drive up. Like, this is perfect. I'm smoking and I'm drinking coffee sauce.
That's the way to kind of expedite things. So, as I'm sweating my nuts off, he's smoking his ass off. It was fine.
We went to Uniqlo afterwards. Oh, wait, you want to finish the experience? How was Gideon's? Do you think it was worth it? We didn't even eat the stuff. You just took it and put it in the bag.
Yeah, there was you have a website to look at ahead of time, which, in fairness, I wish I could have seen that inside because it's not that big.
No.
Which is the problem.
And we didn't get to see the cakes underneath because the other registers had the display cakes underneath.
Right.
We didn't get to see that. We went to a different one on the
side. So
I
felt kind of rushed through the process. So I'm like, I'll pick that cake. And I got a couple of nice stickers and pins and things of that nature. But it's so, you were outside for such a long time, your eyes have to adjust to the darkness. And it kind of I can't see shit. And I don't know what to do because it's again, it's not a very big space that you can just peer in and that's what they're selling. Like the candy shops. You can't see what they're selling or what they're doing on the outside from the inside.
Right, and you didn't even know what you were standing in line for.
Right.
We gotta go here. What is it?
I'm just taking
the bakery. I don't know. Let's go.
Just taking your word for it, and that was it. And the cake was okay. I think it was.
You had it several hours later.
Yeah, so it's a bit not as fresh as I wanted it, but that's fine. I will go back, but of course it has to be done when COVID is a little bit less of a restrictive nature.
Well, you just got your second shot. You're good in 2 weeks you'll be good for another 6 months, and you got to come back.
Mr. G,
what?
I don't feel so well.
Oh, no!
And I faded away. I definitely will go back. Before I knock it, I definitely want to go back because, again, I just felt like we waited such a long time for this. We had 5 minutes or less just to get through this line.
They weren't rushing us.
I know,
they just wanted our money.
I know. Yeah, it's all bad. And then as we were leaving, we both opened up the doors. At the same time, we came with someone's pictures. They were trying to take pictures in front of the camera of some of those doors. And I was like, we ruined their shot. That's
yeah.
I don't care. From there, we went to the
Uniqlo,
yeah. Which, depending on what they have, either they have the thing that you want, just not your size, Who the fuck wears an extra small T-shirt?
Children.
Right. So all the cool stuff is not meant for you. It's meant for children. So all the pop culture stuff I wanted to get from time to time. This time they had the Mecha Godzilla shirt that Gene is wearing, which you can't see, but which now dawns me like, oh, that's what you're asking why I'm wearing my Mecha Godzilla shirt today.
Yeah. We bought the same fucking shirt.
I know. I just realized it just now. They're like, oh, that's why. So I got the original, and Gene as well, the original Mecha Godzilla T-shirts that has that character on there. Not that a bastard version that we saw in
Godzilla vs. Kong.
Which eventually
You are tired.
Yeah, we'll talk about that eventually because I did a whole different podcast on that in video, and hopefully I'll get to release that soon.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Swimwear. Evening wear.
And then, so after that, again, I got a call from work, and I'm like, this is why I'm not relaxing because I can't get out of this mindset. So we left there. There was nothing else in Disney Springs we wanted.
No, there's nothing else.
So we got back
we
in
went
the car.
We went to the Star Wars store. We went to the Marvel store, but unimpressed with stuff.
Yeah, stuff that you couldn't get at Target or anywhere else. And
we didn't even go to World Disney. We just grew tired.
Yeah, and then we decided to kind of call it not a short trip, but just we'll just push along and head up to Acme, a favorite store in Longwood.
Yeah, it was nice.
Which I think, I found a couple of things for myself that I always find little creative, not creative, but little things that are different. Move off the car.
Really? Are they timing us?
Yeah, I guess.
You feeling all right, Monty, with these side effects?
Huh?
Side effects, son.
Wow, that erection. 4 hours later. Okay.
So Acme.
So Acme, it's always fun to go through that store because
it is nice.
Nicely laid out. You find stuff that you would never find anywhere else, especially in that separate room where it's like a lot of stuff is hidden.
And it's pretty well organized overall, I think.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. From that point on, we just decided to go to Buc-ee's in Daytona Beach, which you said was a new location that was much bigger than the one that was in St. Augustine.
I heard it was bigger. I don't know. I just watch YouTube videos.
Which, in fairness, you got me hooked on it. Because you showed me that video. I'm like, all right, I guess we're doing Buc-ee's.
What was our experience like, Monty?
Buc-ee's is life. I think we've been changed forever with Buc-ee's because the level of stuff,
the fandom in us shot up immediately. The first 30 seconds that we were there, I'm like, oh my God, look at this chair. Sat in the gym. I have to buy this chair.
Look at this hat. I got to buy this hat. They have.
Oh my gosh, look at this. They've got this and they've.
The biggest thing that we could take away is the brisket sandwiches. Because
$6 each, but you don't care anymore. You've been bitten by it. So you're like, yeah,
I'll do this. And I got beaver nuggets, which are kind of like this weird corn pop.
Didn't quite like those. We got them all. They're their staple item, but it was like, all right.
But they got a jewelry display case of beef jerky for as long as the eye can see. I mean, it is just super fucking big. It has to been at least 2 football fields length.
And nice. Everything was clean. The toilets were immaculate.
And I'm like, we got to take a picture of this. Pervs. So I was able to get a shot that no one was in there, but it is fucking clean. And if you want to go to the bathroom or go to the toilet by yourself and do your private business, you got a room.
8 rolls of toilet paper, Pharrell thing inside the stall, and the other thing is there's also a sanitary dispensary thing that says, look, use this fluid, use the fucking toilet paper, clean the seat if you want. We're not messing with the fucking seat covers, that's it.
Do it the Buc-ee's way. But that's the other thing too. They pride themselves that they clean their fucking bathrooms, and it was immaculate. And even as we were leaving, there were people in there cleaning. So I'm like, I have to give them credit for that.
And no truckers. No truckers, no shouting.
Right.
Just like a tourist spot.
Right. So no Flying J's, no pilote pilot gas stations. You were allowed to do that. So it was nice and definitely like I'm willing to go back just for that trip. 4 hours up, 4 hours back. And I will do that in a day.
I did. Yeah. A week later, I would go up again because I had a friend in Gainesville that needed help.
Yeah.
So I helped him, and I went straight to Bucky. Then I went to Gainesville. And then on my way home from Gainesville, I went back to Jollibee's.
Yeah.
Still delicious, still wonderful. Stopped by Arcadia, saw my friend Robin again, and then came home.
Yeah.
So what a trip.
Yeah, it is. So is it time yet? No. Watch. No.
It's like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah, I can always head out.
All right, we're done.
Thank you. Good. Oh, all right.
Oh, you're okay.
Okay.
Any symptoms? No. Nothing?
Thank you.
Have a good
Take
day.
care.
And we're done. And they streamlined their service.
Yeah.
Oh, those protein trays at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Cheese, slabs of meat.
I mean, I definitely am a big fan of Buc-ee's. The fact that I got stickers, I bought a chair.
I would go back, I bought a flask, I bought a chair, I would go back and buy a t-shirt. I was looking at the damn caps. So,
So yeah, that was definitely like the highlight.
That was the best thing of the trip. Really raised your spirits up. You had their hot fried apple pie.
Oh my God, yeah. It was simple, but it was elegant. Nicely done. Again, I gotta take the family with me next time.
Yeah, but then you gotta take the family with you.
Yeah, exactly. For 4 hours. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna love it. Yeah. So other than that, we drove home after that.
5 hours.
5 hours.
It added an extra hour to go to Buc-ee's, but it was worth it, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, it definitely was fun to do that, and unfortunately, I had to kind of end the trip shorter because I was just not, again, body and mind not there.
You were not relaxing, and you had special things with your kiddies at home.
Yeah. So, but again, thank God for Buc-ee's. And then I get a compliment every once in a while because I was like, well, tell me, how do you know about Buc-ee's? And they talk about how it's over in Texas and their experience with it.
It's funny. You wear the shirt, you wear the cap, and don't recognize it, and then you're off to the races, just talking about your experience.
So,
and with amazing brisket sandwiches and the vibes and all the stuff.
So, but that was our road trip for this year. Hopefully, we'll do another one that will be different and a little bit better for me. That's not no.
You gotta relax, son.
Yeah, I know. That was the other thing too. We didn't get to fucking do anything with the pool. That was the one thing. Is like we need to hit the pool at least once. And
I know.
Freezing cold in Tampa, and then we missed it in Orlando, and then and then you went on your own little road trip.
Yeah, and I had a problem at the pool too, but we'll talk about that later.
So I think that's all for now, and we'll definitely get back to doing our regular stuff as soon as we can, since things have changed in our lives to change things, and things are still going on in my life that I may have to change schedule-wise with our podcast as well. But it's all positive stuff. So on that note, if you're tuned into this podcast after all these months, I'm glad that you're sticking with us. Just know that, we will be back and doing some more of our nerdy stuff I guess you liked. I mean, if you're listening to this, there must be a reason why, right?
We're probably friends with them. Hey, Misha.
Yeah, just her. So now you can go to sleep now, Misha. All right. So that's it, folks. That's it. Bye.
All right, so that's going to be the end of today's podcast. The other thing to note is that by the time you have heard this podcast, I went through hell with that second dose. Literally, my body felt so terrible, like I had the flu, because I had like severe body aches, and I was sleeping a lot. So, just saying, if you are going to get the second shot, prepare to take the day off, and perhaps the next day, just to be on the safe side. Finally, at least I feel at this time right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm feeling better. Not 100%, but nothing like I felt that night after the shot or the next day, which was god awful. But I'm grateful that I got my second shot. So, on that note, make sure you follow me on the various social networks. You can always email me at monsterscifishow@gmail.com. So don't worry, Mr. Gene and I will be back very soon with another podcast. As to what we'll be talking about, I still don't know. But we have a lot to catch up on, so don't you worry. Alright, so on that note, thank you very much for listening to me and Mr. Gene on the Monster Sci-Fi Show. It's sci-fi from a certain point of view. Good night.
My name is Mark McCrane. I'm the author of The Best Saturdays of Our Lives.
I'm Dan Klink, co-host of the Best Saturdays of Our Lives podcast.
The Best Saturdays of Our Lives features programming trends from the 1966 television season all the way through the last hurrah of the early digital age of the 1990s.
On the show, if it's animated, we talk about it.
Order your signed copy today at tbsool.com
And listen to the podcast at esonetwork.com and all podcast platforms.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping at the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.